You can see youth don't use podiums, but we tend to be asked to use them. Your Excellency, Honorable Rigathi Gachagua, Deputy President, Republic of Kenya, CS Ababu Namwamba, CS Rebecca Miano. I think I was asked to stand on the protocols observed. So, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. So before you today, you have the basically Kepsa, which is the apex body of all private sector. And I was sharing the list with you. I think we are over, I think, 1 million, because it's basically associations that join Kepsa. So we were formed as the voice of the private sector to partner with government around policy making, investments into and out of the country, and to deal with socio-economic programs with the government, such as, you know, the SMEs, climate change, youth, just to mention a few. I'm just remembering that during the COVID time, we quickly worked very closely with the government to come out with COVID protocols. And both of us agree that had we not had each other, it would have been, you know, quite something. So our mission is to ensure year-on-year improvement in the overall business environment in Kenya by working together with government and other stakeholders. So we have sector boards that mirror the government. So we have somebody in youth and sports. Of course, we're going to be reorganizing ourselves. The EAC community. So quickly, by just so that he can meet you, well, just see who we are. Could we have the sector board leaders in the room just stand up? In the interest of time, I will not be able to call you one by one. But I can see James Mureo. So basically, those are the sector board leaders. And what we do is they will be very close to the CSs, meeting monthly, to really discuss issues, prioritize what they are going to help, because we believe very strongly in private-public partnership. Thank you very much. And actually, allow me also to ask my board to quickly stand up. So the board actually they belong to the ones. So they are the board members. Anybody in leadership, foundation. So you could see Kepsa is quite a broad organization. Thank you very much. So of course, Your Excellency, it is no secret that one of the most urgent needs facing the country today is actually the drought and the youth employment. Two socioeconomic issues that we felt the need to prioritize as we wait to sit with your new government and really interact with the new manifesto. We want to play our role to ensure private sector delivers on jobs and revenue creation. And you will hear more about that from our CEO, Caro, who will be speaking after. So as a youth, and this is an era I remember very fondly, there was an emphasis on employment. And some of you will remember this song, and now here I'm selling my age, that used to say, so many vijana, mwisho wa kusoma, mutapata kazi mzuri. And this is really what made us work. You know, if you brought a report home, even your parents would be like, what are you expecting? What are you going to do? But today, with the economy plagued with freezing hires and struggling corporate earnings, a staggering 5.3 million, which is almost 40% of the 13.7 well-educated Kenyans, aged between 18 and 24 years, qualified to work in the Kenyan market, are unemployed. The promise of good education and a path to job creation, to job opportunities, grows dim for these people day by day. Therefore, a lot of them, we must say, and you saw it here, will be forced into into self-employment, if nothing else. I personally became an entrepreneur almost straight out of college, but for me it was the opposite. I had to explain every time I go to pitch what I'm doing, which is my Melvin's tea. They would say, can we give you a job? What is the problem? Did you fail in school? And now the table has turned completely. So the good news is today, though, entrepreneurship has become the norm. It is celebrated. It is not something that we shun like we were doing during my days. Therefore, it is of paramount importance and our duty to support entrepreneurs to navigate the field of unemployment towards a quick scaling up of their businesses, to scale up on the global stage. We do not want to have so many entrepreneurs that remain completely here. And you heard them saying some are below the threshold. They want to hide and remain small. So for Kenya to deliver on the 2030 goal, to become a middle-income country by 2030, which is something we said, the goal not only requires uninterrupted growth of 10% per year, but it also demands that citizens have globally competitive skills. So again, it is our duty to make sure that these people have globally competitive skills if we really want to meet our goal. They are young, we saw them, they are rearing to go. They're saying, just give us the opportunity, just give us the skills. Maybe we didn't get them when we were in school, maybe there's a mismatch, and of course we know there's a huge mismatch because between what is coming out of the schools and what we're expecting in our industries. And to the appeal that is being made here, this is why we are saying as industry, let us pick them up so that we can help reskill them and make them industry ready. But I also believe in the tech side, they could be the ones teaching us. So while I pointed out the realities of the challenge, let me turn now to the latent opportunity. If we effectively manage this youth bulge, we could become one of Africa's drivers of economic growth, delivering significant democratic benefits. At Kepsa, we've been at the forefront in ensuring we put together mechanisms that provide job opportunities and equipping our youth. And just to mention some opportunities, you've heard them here today. Since 2011, we started this Kenya Youth Empowerment Project, funded by World Bank. We trained over 20,000 youth on life skills, entrepreneurship, and core business skills. We connected 13,000 of them with the internship opportunities with the private sector, surpassing the targets and showcasing the value of a private-public sector partnership. The project engaged over 3,000 master craftsmen, which we shall call SMEs, in Nairobi, Mombasa, Kisumu, to train the apprentices, and the project had a success rate of 80%, linking youth and employment opportunities. We also ran the Ajira program, which you heard them talk about, which targets the youth with skills, access to digital and digitally enabled jobs. The project has seen over 80,000 people linked to work opportunities, and like you heard, we are actually training them and then giving them opportunities. You've heard them, they're digitizing the judiciary, which is something that is really going to help fast-track the cases. We recently met Sakaja, governor of Nairobi, and we said we have youth ready to help you train. And he was very appreciative, of course, because he showed us rooms and rooms full of a lot of data, a lot of paper. And this is what these people are doing. And incidentally, as they're doing this, we are even giving them a stipend of, I think, something around 20,000 shillings. So it's a program we've worked and we know really works, and it's a win-win for everybody. So, Your Excellency, we've taken all our learnings since 2011 on the youth employment and expanded the strategy to a 5-year and developed an accelerator program, which is what you will be launching today. So we've taken every single learning over the years, and as we target to deliver 1 million jobs every single year for the next 5 years. And you've heard commitment coming, and I think Kara will share with you the firm commitments that we've already gotten. So it will not only expand our economic activities through youth employment and entrepreneurship, but it will also effectively and efficiently deliver essential services to Kenyan youths as we assist in getting firm commitments from private sector and government. Our second priority area, of course, this morning is the drought that we are facing, and as we are undergoing, which to me looks like one of the most severe that we've ever experienced. And as part of our public-private partnership, we have begun a call to action that we are calling Pamoja Tuungane initiative that brings together the private sector, development partners, and other stakeholders to complement your government efforts towards the drought. It would be our utmost pleasure today to have you formally launch it and launch the call to action. But however, you probably wonder, have we been sitting back waiting for you? No, sir. We've actually been doing a lot. You have heard, I know we were with you on Friday at KAM. Our members will, and you'll get the list, have been doing what they can in their respective areas. But we want to give it that push. We want to give it a period of 1 year so that we do the immediate, we do the intermediate, what needs to change, so that Kenya stops finding itself in this situation over and over again. So we are in it for the long haul. As I conclude, Your Excellency, I want to reiterate commitment on entrenching our partnership as the private sector with the government. We are committed to working with you and your government in finding solutions that will create a better Kenya, whether it is addressing the youth unemployment, the current drought alleviation, or towards creating a more enabling business environment, including a better socio-economic environment for Kenya. We are your partners, and in this vein, we really appreciate you availing yourself this early in the morning and your government, and we look forward to further engagements. Asante.